Great. Thank you so much. I know if you get settled, you good? Welcome to Conversations with Coley. Today is the third segment of Love, and I will be reading the third chapter of Golden Bella. But first, let us do a recap. So, chapter 1 was the backstory. We talked about a frame of reference. I kind of elaborated on the conditions of the world, the affairs of today, and explained that love is the answer to all of life's ills. We talked about how love gives, how we need to cultivate love, your divine nature. Beauty is everywhere, you just have to see it. And finally, love makes all things blossom. In chapter 2, we discussed the clairsenses. Clairsentience is clear feeling, clairvoyance is clear seeing, clairaudience is clear hearing, and clairalience is clear smelling, and clairgustance is clear tasting. And I think, as I said in prior segment, that we need to embrace all of us, embrace yourself entirely in order to love yourself entirely. So now we find ourselves at chapter 3, but first, I have to read a disclaimer. A notice and disclaimer. Notice. I am not a doctor. I guarantee no particular results. I am not liable for any outcome. If it makes you feel good, consult with a professional, but always, always believe in your inner wisdom. Have faith in your body's brilliance, know-how, and skill. Be brave, push through pain and discomfort. Be patient. Be your own hero. And my disclaimer. The content herein is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding your medical condition. And what does this have to do with love? You'll see. Chapter 3. I'm always rhyming. Not intentionally. Here we go. Remembrance. I long to feel the heat of the sun, to grip the white sandy shores, to palm the ocean's salty waves. I long to visit landmarks, places of splendor, venues of stature. I long to see the divine, the most beautiful, the most treasured, not realizing all the while that the longing to travel and to see was me, nudging me to journey within. Now realizing that I am true splendor, the vast blue oceans, the beauty and the divine. No need to see the world, for I am the entire universe that envelops it. The beginning. Claircognizance is clear knowing. It is the ability to have knowledge without evidence or information to validate it. Typically, the universe impresses us with truths that pop into our minds from nowhere. Because the universe is extremely diverse, truths also vary. Fact and fiction do not exist. Science, religion, and sages have all pinpointed the origin of creation. All are correct. But the trick is to decide which rabbit hole to jump into. When we are sincerely curious and have gumption to take the plunge, we will uncover and live by our own gospel. I existed before there was a beginning. I am dark and hollow, possessing all potentials and possibilities. I am the creator. I am the night that dreams of day. I am the fragrance of an open rose and the thorns on its stem. I am unshakable love that penetrates all worlds at once. I am the golden rhombus, exuding pure energy and light. I am the fruit of my imagination. Who do you say that you are? Angels and gods. A myth is a legendary story about deities and demigods. It is the imagination or an invented account with no proof of reality. Sound familiar? Claircognizance, too, has no validating data. Mythology tells us of majestic beings of times past who commanded the winds, oceans, and stars. But what if these mystical tales aren't myths at all? According to many geniuses, mankind has physically and mentally evolved over time. I, however, am of the unpopular opinion that people have tremendously regressed. And due to villainous circumstances beyond our knowing, humans exercise small-scale brain functioning, have damaged DNA, and disengaged hormones and genes. To live as a mythical form, it is a great idea to, number one, realize that we are superhuman and possess extraordinary might. 2, love our body and treat it as an exquisite treasure. 3, adopt a plant-based diet because nature has all the healing agents that make us well. 4, bask in the sunlight. 5, indulge in the moon glow. 6, maintain optimism. 7, read fine literature or listen to the reading of fine literature. 8, deeply inhale. 9, hush the mind. 10, stretch the body. 11, take long strolls. 12, laugh often. And 13, love always. If we persevere and are consistent, then we will be present-day angels and gods roaming the earth, impenetrable and invincible. The reckoning. Let's be clear. The wicked have infiltrated and have taken over just about every undertaking known to man. These evildoers own world governments, business conglomerates, the military, police, and criminal cartels. The following is a partial list of industries controlled by these psychopaths: politics, science, medicine, technology, religion, commerce, oil, energy, education, pharmaceutics, banking and finance, agriculture, entertainment, food, cosmetics, fashion, law and justice, gambling, trafficking, drugs, firearms. The plans against humanity have been in play from day one. At birth, we are separated from the umbilical cord and placenta. Why? Because this cutting away is an act of violence and is emotionally traumatic for the newborn. The umbilical cord, or the baby's lifeline, connects him or her to the placenta, which is the tree of life. The placenta, if left attached, will continue to provide blood, oxygen, nutrients, and spiritual information from 3 to 10 days after birth. By prematurely cutting off this supply, the baby may be confused about his or her identity and life's purpose, and is more likely to be stressed. By allowing an adjustment period and permitting the umbilical cord to naturally detach, the baby is endowed with a more robust immune system while supporting a calm and well-balanced organism. To add more injury, newborns start a series of vaccinations. Vaccinations do more than cause humans to be immunocompromised. These injections are made with animal viruses and may induce all sorts of diseases. Entertainment is mass neural entrainment. We are told a vision when we watch the television. Our minds are programmed by the various networking programming. We are hypnotized by undercurrents of demonic sounds and chants, living in the underbelly of music and behind the curtain in movies. We are desensitized to things that would ordinarily cause alarm. Our brains are constantly saturated with song lyrics, motion pictures, commercials, and advertisements that heavily weigh in on our state of being. Not to mention that the news and search engines habitually spew lies. The amount of propaganda and fear-mongering is off the charts. In a nutshell, we are a social experiment. We are not in control yet. It is time to be who we are destined to be. It is time to fight in quiet rebellion. How? Detoxification. It is not an easy feat to completely detoxify the mind and body, but going cold turkey is the only way. Drastic results require drastic measures. However, it is paramount that you know that you are love and that love triumphs always. Here we go. Stop poisoning. Why are you looking at me like that? Is that good? I'm drawing you in. Okay. You look like mesmerized over there. Okay. Stop poisoning your body. Discontinue the use of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and narcotics. Drop the habit of smoking cigarettes and cigars, vaping, drinking alcohol, and sugary drinks such as soda pop. Quit eating junk, fast, and processed foods. Cease the eating of animal products such as meats, eggs, cheese, fish, animal milk, seafood. Don't ingest anything that you cannot visually identify the ingredients of, such as powders and vitamin supplements. Stop poisoning your mind. By no means watch television or movies. Do not listen to music. Leave social media alone. Do away with electronic and digital games. Once we take away all the things that ruin our body and mind, our organism will begin to repair the damage. This is not, time is not relevant. Stick-to-itiveness is. Now I just have to say that balance is key. When at the writing of this book, I actually lived all of this. And now with the processed food, I am vegan. And now with the processed food, I eat just a little bit. For instance, I used to make falafels and bean patties from scratch. But I found a very good brand that has little ingredients. I can identify the ingredients, and it's a frozen cauliflower or frozen superfood patty, and it's good. It's a balance. It's quick. Okay, I just had to tell you that. Okay, anyway. So I don't want you to, if you see me somewhere in this lifestyle eating a frozen patty, you can't say that I told the tale. So I just want to clear that up. All right, here we go again. Okay. Ooh, it's hot. Okay, start loving your body. Start loving your body. Adopt a plant-based diet. Mother Earth provides all dietary nutrition. Come on, Justice. Okay. Let's try this again. Start loving your body. Adopt a plant-based diet. Mother Earth provides all dietary nutrition for the human body. For deliciously easy recipes, check out Reigning Riches, REIGNING, Reigning Riches videos on the YouTube channel Just as Reign. Get up and move, stretch, stand instead of sitting. Start loving your mind. Play board games and cards. Read centuries-old literature and poetry. Learn to play a new instrument. Learn a foreign language. Paint. Take a ceramics class. Cook, bake, create a masterpiece. Sit outside in nature. The final step is to make this lifestyle change a permanent one. By doing so, we annihilate the destroyer's plan. There's a power rising that cannot be quelled, and that power is us. And that completes chapter 3 of Golden Bella. Any questions? No questions today. All right. Sure? Okay, okay. Chapter 4 will be our last and final reading, and it will be sometime soon. Oh, we have a question. Yes.
So this series is about love, and you mentioned not watching TV or listening to music. How does that tie into love?
Great question. Not watching TV and not listening to music ties into love because that's a detox. That's a detox from the entrainment, the poisoning of your mind, the poisoning of your body. And by you doing that, you're showing your body love. You're loving yourself so much that you are willing to do these seemingly drastic things to increase the love of yourself. And by detoxing from these things, so that your mind can, so that we can have whole brain functioning, number one, and so that our cells can be happy, our DNA can engage, our DNA will be activated. That's loving yourself. So, did I do it?
You did.
All right. Okay. So, thank you for watching another episode of Conversations with Coley, and we'll be back. Well, I'll be back for the final chapter and segment on love. Bye-bye.